Hello. Today we're going to be talking about the implications of media convergence on society by using online dating as our example. Media convergence, according to Henry Jenkins of the USC Annenberg School of Communication, is more than simply a technological shift. Convergence alters the relationship between existing technologies, industries, markets, genres, and audiences. So, media convergence is important to online dating because it defines how computers and mobile devices influence the way dating is conducted in the modern world and how it influences the quality of relationships amongst two people. So, a brief history of online dating. Online dating has its roots in the 16th century with personal ads being introduced in 1695. However, technologically speaking, it remains stagnant until the late 1960s. The only thing that really changes from 1695 to the 1960s is the audience that personal ads end up appealing to. However, in the 1960s, with the invention of like the first personal computer and other things, online dating was on a course to become a more commercial industry. And then once the 1990s hit, online dating became a full-fledged multi-million-dollar commercial industry that corporations were heavily invested in, and by 2010 became socially accepted amongst every single sexual orientation, religion, or race.
So the majority of Americans say that online dating is a great place to meet people, and online dating has increased in people under 25 and adults in their 50s and 60s, which makes sense because Tinder's been a big boom with the people under 25, and I think sites like Match.com and eHarmony are really popular with the older generation. I will say that 1/3 of people who actually use online dating say that they've never actually gone on a date with the people that they've talked to, which is a really interesting stat. And then 88% of Americans who have been with their spouse or partner for 5 years or less say that they still met their partner online. So even though online dating is growing in popularity, it seems that meeting people face-to-face and dating in person is more popular.
So for this project, I signed up for a free trial of eHarmony.com, which is a very famous online dating site, and they asked me a lot of questions about how far I'm willing to search for a match, so you can search in your own country or anywhere in the world, which is really important because you don't know where you could find your perfect match. I took a compatibility quiz, and basically they asked me a bunch of questions with different terms and on a scale from not at all to very well, and I had to answer them. And basically what they're going to do with this information is try to match me with somebody who would best fit how I answer the questions. And eHarmony and Match.com give you quizzes like this, and that's really interesting, whereas apps like Tinder and Bumble, basically you just swipe left or right based on who you like. This page is essentially just explaining how their process works. They're going to take the information that I gave them and try to match me with somebody who would best fit my personality, and then they're going to email me every day with the matches that they find. Unfortunately, one of the downsides of online dating is that most of the sites are not free. eHarmony and Match.com, you have to pay for a subscription. And if you would like to visit eHarmony.com, you can visit www.eharmony.com.
One of the main pros for online dating is that with the interconnectivity of the internet, you might meet people that you may not have crossed paths with, someone who's maybe in another town or another state, maybe across the country. So that's a really big pro. And then a few cons are that it's also very easy to fall into a catfish trap where someone appears to be someone that they are not. And then you also still have a good chance of meeting someone in person as opposed to online. So for the quality of said online relationships, online daters felt that physical appearance and communication style was more important than traditional face-to-face daters because all they have to go on is a profile picture and maybe an about section. But even though they have these challenges, online daters had similar positive experiences. And 5% of Americans who are married or in a committed relationship say that they met their significant other online, and this number is growing. Online dating fundamentally changes the way social networks are used because online dating sites have made it so that relationships are much more in the public eye than they were before. In addition, relationships have gotten a lot younger. Scholars suggest that the average age of couples has significantly been reduced since the advent of online dating. The key reason for this is because young people are more internet savvy and are better able to utilize dating websites and applications. However, in spite of the surge of young couples, online dating has also seen an increase among the elderly, which partially skews the demographics. However, young people still dominate the online dating world as a whole.
So the future of online dating is extremely bright. Online dating has shown itself to be an extremely lucrative market as a whole and is only growing in popularity as time goes by. The stigma attached to online dating, that used to be attached to online dating rather, has all but dissipated throughout society and has become a socially acceptable or even necessary method of finding a partner for many people. The reason for this has to do with the influx of young couples into the dating world due to online dating sites, as well as increased internet penetration. Looking forward, apps like Tinder might have the ability to predict our personality types based on our social media usage. The implications of this type of dating technology have yet to be seen, as little scholarly literature has been written about the topic. However, one thing is for certain, online dating is not going anywhere anytime soon. It is making a move from computers more so to mobile devices, and mobile dating is becoming more and more commonplace. The industry itself has a bright future, possibly becoming a more popular method of dating than traditional dating methods, which have been shown to be in sharp decline. In conclusion, for the implications of media convergence, online dating shows how new and innovative technology is inextricably linked with the way people interact with one another, as well as the overall economy as a whole. These are our sources.